Hello, my name is Melody. This is Harry. This is James and Ben. Our project that we made is called CUDL. If someone was hurt or needed help, they could use CUDL to send out help, such as from their contacts or from public. I made the graphics from GIMP and my paint.
When the Java-coded app is initially set up, the user saves predefined details, including 5 emergency contacts, a text body to be sent in the emergency SMS, and also any medical information that a helper can use when they arrive at the situation. So that includes things such as any illnesses, allergies, or medication. In an emergency, the app sends the user location to the CUDL server, which returns the nearest hospital and public places locations. Then SMS messages are sent containing the pre-saved text body to the 5 emergency contacts, and an SOS alert is sent to the CUDL server to kickstart the crowd response. This will alert any nearby CUDL users within a half-mile radius to anyone in danger, and thus initializing a community response. Finally, a screen comes up with the option to view directions to the nearest medical center given by the server using Google Maps. And it can also display the emergency medical information for responders to use. We got the three main interfaces here. Firstly, on the left is the main interface when you first open the application. The second one is the setting, displaying all the settings. And lastly is the screen that you'll see when you hit the panic button. Yeah. We've got a quick video demo here to show what happens when you activate the SOS button.
So these 4 phones will receive an SMS from this phone, and this phone will receive a notification from the server.
So you can see a notification on the phone on the far right is almost instantaneous as the SOS button was pressed.
The integration of our Android app with the PHP server was accomplished with encoded JSON data to and from the CUDL's API, which allows for a large number of external API requests. The GeoNames API is essential for the efficiency of our crowdsourcing algorithm, contextualizing GPS data sent from the device. With Google Places, CUDL can quickly return information highly useful for the panicking user or the responder, such as a list of nearby hospitals, extremely useful if you happen to be in an unfamiliar place.
CUDL's crowdsourcing is enabled by a service we developed, which we like to call Heartbeat. It is a tool that facilitates an immediate response by members of the public. By creating a community of CUDL-enabled devices, CUDL is able to send out an alert alongside the emergency SMS messages, but only to members of this network who are within a set dead distance, informing them that someone is in distress very nearby. Is it secure? Yes. Heartbeat is completely anonymous, and from the data stored on our server, it is impossible to identify an individual device or person. And up until an alert is sent out, all the devices of this network are unoblivious of each other. They do not know where the location of any other device. CUDL encourages and enables people to help others in a new and more modern way, and hence we believe has the potential to achieve something special. Thank you.
Questions from judges? Yes? No?
Yeah, so what was the most difficult thing technically?
Probably implementing the connection between the server and the app itself. That took quite a while, probably the most effort, definitely. We only really got it working recently, and yeah, pretty big event.
How much data is transferred when you press the SOS?
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
How much data is transferred when you press the SOS?
It's measured in bytes, so but that will be the next step, optimizing the transfer from the data to the server. And to do that, we would look at trying to incorporate a push notification service to reduce the number of requests.
Any other questions? Yes, Tet, are you thinking?
Yes. How long will it take to build up the network of people who are members of the server? Because presumably its efficacy depends on lots of people being registered. Because if you're in a remote location, the next person could be 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, I mean, it depends, to be honest. It just really depends on how many people hear about the application. It's a pretty important extension that we need to think about, definitely, because the main aspect is, I mean, you saw with the video how instantaneous the cloud server is with sending back the information. So if there is we need to get that large network.
To make this as accessible as possible, CUDL requires minimal setup. So we're going to the Heartbeat requires no setup whatsoever. It is all pre-configured.
And once an SOS goes out, will the information be wiped away so that people can't trace back who the last SOS came from?
Yeah, it will be.
Yes. The server only stores the most recent locations. Everything else is discarded.
Have you considered just saturating one small geography, like just one village to start, or one small area?
Well, we've got marked locations on at the moment for finding the hospitals, but certainly with the CUDL server, that's all live at the moment.
Yeah.
No, I mean from a promotional point of view, like, just one test market where you could just completely get everyone in one village.
We hadn't as yet, no. It's all been live, just everywhere. Thank you.